Lyudmila Chernova from Sputnik News. I would like to really follow up on the question on World War II and Victory Day. Would the United States welcome Russia at this event? And also, what's the current assessment of the United States, of the administration, of the role of the Soviet Union?
I've already answered
In,
I've already answered the first question. Russia's not invited to the event, so that's a decision for the French government to speak to. Look, I mean, I'm not a historian, but I'm certainly aware, and the president's aware, that the Soviet Union was an ally in World War II and certainly deeply engaged in defeating Nazi Germany. And we recognize that. That's history. That happened. And there's no way, and nor would there be any intention to distract from that or to undermine it or to ignore it. And the Soviet people, the Russian people specifically in World War II, suffered deeply and greatly. That too is a matter of record. Again, nobody's taken that away from that history.
but
Today, you have a man in charge of Russia, a single man, the only man that makes decisions in Russia, that has decided on his own, rather than to operate in concert with the international community, to operate against the international community, to try to change the borders of a neighboring state, a state which presented no threat to Russia, to change the borders by force. Go take a look, please. I'm sure you have, but do it again. Go look at his speech on February 21st of 2022, right before he decided that he was going to invade Ukraine again. And look at the twisted, warped language and rhetoric and just completely ahistorical bent of Mr. Putin and why he felt Ukraine presented a threat and why he thought it was okay to go in there and try to take it by force. That's the reality we're dealing with now. Yes, the Soviet Union was an ally in World War II. Yes, of course it was. Today, there is no more Soviet Union, number one. Two, there's Russia. And today, Russia, led by Vladimir Putin, is literally trying to undermine the rules-based order that the Soviet Union actually had a role in World War II in helping create. He's trying to undermine that and throw the UN Charter into the waste bin. And President Biden's message this week and every other week is going to be that can't stand. You just can't walk away from that kind of a threat.